Okay, let's go and jump to rank games with a random character and see what we're going to get today. So it looks like we're playing the Reaper. We do start off with Storage Coffin. And a little chipped emeralds. I'm going to start by grabbing this broom. I do want to be inflicting a little bit more poison with our chipped emeralds. I'm kind of looking at this leather armor. It's a lot of gold, but it is going to be quite nice to take. So I'm going to take it, if I can grab it. Also going to take the piggy bank, and we're going to take the garlic as well. So not a bad round one here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to finish on with this. We do get 2 more max life. We should be able to get a few activators for a storage coffin to inflict a tiny bit of poison. It's going to be relatively slow, but we do have a chipped emerald inside our broom as well. We are going to begin a Reaper double weapons, a flame badge, and a relic case. The good news is they don't have any stride ability here, so we should be able to beat them down before they can actually get through our shields here. You know what? Not too bad. And we did get a stone badge, which means we're not going to get any of these items if we do take the stone badge. But it is going to be 1 extra gold per round, so hell yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the stone, and I'm going to take the bag of stones also. Now, I do want to roll here, so we can get a bit of storage. And I do have to sell something here in order to actually take it. I think I'm going to sell a little Star of Courage here. Sell a little Star of Courage so we can take it. Place in our stones as well. But I do want to flip everything around just a little bit so we have a better setup for a storage coffin. The only problem is we're not going to get more max life on our piggy bank unless we do something like this, which I'm down for. Now, I do also want to take a set of healing herbs because if we go for stone golem here, healing herbs is going to be really, really nice. Especially with the stone badge, we're going to get a lot of potential stones. We could just go in for a big potion explosion, shield pots like crazy. However, we are going to begin a spear that is going to be shredding our armor like it doesn't exist. But can we keep up? Unfortunately, just 2 HP in a dream. They do pass us out. Not ideal. Now, we do have a choice. Like, if we're going for stone golem, stone is going to be really, really awesome. However, we could also go for a bunch of strong stone skill pots, which is a lot of block, which is actually perfect with the Smelly Wall. So you know what? I'm going to take Smelly Wall today. Let's take our healing herbs. I do want to grab this undead phenomenon. It's of alchemy, so it kind of solidifies big potion explosions here. We definitely need this extra garlic. Am I going to sacrifice the piggy bank for it?
Don't do it.
I think I am. Since we're going to get 1 extra gold per round with the stone badge anyway, I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to venture on. I'm not going to put in our amulet of alchemy or healing herbs here. We should be able to get a crap ton of block. We definitely need the DPS from our stones. And we should just have an insane, a holy hammer dagger action. That's triple daggers. And a hammer this early on. That is literally crazy. But, yeah, it didn't matter here. We have so much defenses that we can actually just win out. We could end up still going for stone golem if we get a crap ton of stones. I do want to grab a storage. I'm going to grab more healing herbs. I do want to roll once here. And I will be taking every single stone that I see. Which, yeah, this is going to be our next round. So we should be able to get 3 random buffs from this amulet. We should be able to get a bunch of healing herbs. But again, we're going to have so much block that regen is not going to matter too much here. Unless they smash through our armor. But we should be in a fantastic spot to stop our opponent from actually smashing through our armor here. And holy moly, it's not too bad here actually. Not too bad. We do get a corrupted crystal, which the more debuffs we inflict, the more armor we're going to get too. See, I'm going to waste 7 gold on this right now. It's going to help us out in the future more so than right now, but it is what it is. I also do want to take this fanny back. I don't necessarily want to roll here, wasting more golds. We could find more garlics, more stones though, since it's easier to find common items, which makes me really want to roll. But I think I'm just going to save our gold. We're going to move on with this. We got a crap ton of stones. We should be able to burst down our opponents quite a bit here at the very beginning, unless we get a bunch of misses. And literally get 2. But we should be able to stack up quite a bit of poison also. Our opponent does have a hero longsword, which is going to be a lot of flat damage. They have breaking through a lot of our armor. But again, that poison is going to be chipping them down. And you know what? Yeah, it's not looking close here. Amazing, actually. 17 poisons. Decent bit, actually. Another thing is, we do want to grab a health pot. We do want to grab more regen. We could grab ourselves the box of riches, which I'm not down for. And I would like to grab a set of blueberries to go potentially for a serpent staff type build. The thing is, I'm just going to take the fanny pack, place a broom up top, have a garlic situation like this. Going to be crafting up a strong health pot. We're going to reserve the set of blueberries, and we are going to venture on with this. The amulets of alchemy should be pretty good. I should have placed in our healing herbs over 1 of the stones here. Yeah, definitely so. But once we get our strong health pot in, We should be in a pretty good spot to potentially activate it twice, getting double the value on it. With our Amulet of Alchemy. However, this is an enchanted weapons, burning sword, magic staff. They're going to get a crap ton of scaling damage here. So can we actually outpace them? The fanfare is actually providing quite a bit of damage as well with the Empower. And holy moly, a single broom with some stones. Actually carrying this for quite some time here. Grab our storage, grab our set of blueberries. We could go double brooms. We probably should take it, but I'm going to roll here. I'm going to sell these little topazes. Should we actually keep them? I think I'm going to sell them anyway. So we're going to take another corrupted crystal here. And so far it's looking pretty decent here. We should have also moved our set of blueberries up here beside our freaking garlics here. To actually make it trigger a little bit faster. It'll also be a nice little activator for stacking up poison as well. Can we keep up with this burning sword eye lamp here? Now they do have a chili, which once they get to 10 heat, they're going to be cleansing some of our debuffs, which is not ideal. But can we actually keep up? Because we got super defensive build right now. Letting that poison chip them down, but they have so much max life, they have so much healing. They have so much heat. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to keep up here. And who am I kidding? We definitely are. 1 HP in a dream. For a second there. Yeah, it wasn't close. So the thing is, we do have a chase mech. We could go Cauldron for big potion explosions. We do have a lot of stones, so we can literally craft up our big stone skin pots. If you want to go for Stone Golem and keep our stones here, we can go for some strong stone skin pots and use the Cauldron to craft them up. Otherwise, we take Cursed Dagger and get a bunch of crits on our weapon and our Stone Golem if we do get more stones. Basically, more offense, more defense. It's also going to give us mana for Serpent Staff as well. I think we're going to take the Cursed Dagger today. We're going to take the Cursed Dagger. We're going to take a set of blueberries. I'm going to take another health pot. Another bag stones is hard not to take here. I'm going to take it. I'm going to roll once here. We do get a hammer, which I don't necessarily want. I do want to sell you to grab ourselves another funny pack also. Another thing is, I do want to craft up a mana pot here. I do want to craft up mana pots, so once we do get our Serpent Staff here, we should be in a pretty good spot. I'm super relying on grabbing ourselves a Serpent Staff here. I'm also potentially going to go for a Dark Saber with our corrupted crystals here. But who knows? Let's still craft up a mana pot. I'm going to move on with this. We should be able to get some crit chance on our stones along with a broom. We are going to begin a crazy cold stacking build, so we're going to be in huge trouble here. Potentially. Are we going to be able to actually outpace opponents? I'm not sure if we are. We do inflict a lot of poison, and poison doesn't get slowed down by cold, so this poison could actually chip him down here. We did activate our health pots, so unfortunately, yeah, we definitely didn't stand a chance. Gonna begin cold stacking. We do get our stone golem. We also get our stone skin pot. So hell yeah, I'm going to be crafting up this stone golem. I do also want the gloves, and I do want our stone skin pot, but we are going to have to wait around, unfortunately. We should be able to activate our stone golem though, because with our strong health pot, these 2 healing herbs and this little chipped emerald, potentially. Hopefully, we are going to move on. We're going to use our stone skin pot in the next round to actually trigger our strong health pot, so we can actually get a bunch of regen from the very beginning as well. So yeah, we should be able to activate our stone golem. So we're going to get a stone golem before we find ourselves a freaking mana orb, which is nuts. But the stone golem is going to inflict quite a bit of poison as well, since we're going to have so much block from it, which is going to be really awesome. And potentially get some crits with our Cursed Dagger on as well. Oh, unfortunately though, this Practical Large Greatsword has triggered. They're going to get a crap ton of power. It's going to be dealing some big damage. But can we still keep up? Because we have activated our Heart Container, getting a crap ton of max life. And hell yeah. One single broom taking on a freaking Amethyst Steel and Practical Large Greatsword. Now the thing is, we did get guard power, which I don't actually want. It will help us stack up in power from the very beginning. It's much better in round 4 than round 10. But the Holy Light doesn't increase the speed of our Stone Golem. It would help us find our Heart Container, which we already got. It will, however, make eye lamps scale up the damage on our broom or on our Serpent Staff a little bit better, and potentially be able to lamp our Serpent Staff. Turn Burst does trigger our Cursed Dagger every 6 seconds, basically. We're not going to be stacking up spikes. So I think we're kind of stuck by the Holy Light. Now, I do want to grab our Stone Skin Pot. I would love to grab gloves here. I'd like to grab the eye lamp, but I'm not going to take it right now. More healing herbs I might actually take. But hell yeah, I do definitely need this fanny pack. So the unfortunate thing is, for this round, I think I'm going to have to take out one of our bag stones here. Yeah, we're going to have to take out one of our bag stones here. We should be able to trigger our Stone Skip off from the very beginning, give it 3 regen. And with 2 healing herbs, that should be enough regen for Stone Golem to actually activate. So I'm not going to take this healing herbs. I'm going to venture on with this. We could go for Snow Stick as well, but we should be in a pretty good spot here to start off with 12 poison. And our Stone Golem should be able to deal some big damage here. So Cursed Dagger, Stone Golem. Stone Golem does have a chance to stun, activate our Cursed Dagger again. It's actually a really, really nice combo here, especially with Smelly Wall. And you know what? It's definitely not looking too bad here. Big old damage. Amazing. And literally a Serpent Staff right here. Amazing, actually. About time we actually get one. The problem is, do we want to try to lamp our Serpent Staff here? The problem is we get very, very little spikes. We don't have any luck, really, to be honest. So it's going to be quite difficult to actually lamp here. So I'm not sure if we really do want to take it just yet. I do, however, want to grab Peasant's Flask so we get even more regen. So we don't have to rely basically on if someone has cap discomforts. We should have enough regen here anyway. I will, however, take this on-type Phenomenal. I am going to be venturing on with this for now. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to begin a Spike Staff Dragon Nest type build. Once they get dragons, they're going to be doing some insane damage. But can they break through our tankiness here? Our insane amount of defenses? Definitely not. Not too bad once again. Now we got our freaking Magic Staff. We're going to be crafting up our Serpent Staff. We could go for Death Scythe, but I think we take our Potion Belts. We go ahead and grab you for now. Amethyst Steel is nuts here. Literally nuts. I'm going to roll. And I do kind of want to grab more mana pots here. I'm going to roll again. Prismatic Orb is going to be kind of nuts not to take 2. I definitely want to grab another Undead Phenomenal, but we do need to craft up the Serpent Staff. I do also want to grab the Summoner Sack. A lot of items I do want to grab here. But yeah, I'm going to actually have to venture on with this. We should be able to get quite a bit of power. So our Magic Staff is just going to have an insane amount of damage. Now we should honestly probably have a Stone Skip Pod targeting our Mana Orb here, so we get a lot of mana from the get-go instead of that regen. We do need that regen to activate our Stone Golem, to be honest. So we get to activate it straight away, and holy moly damage. Oh yeah. So we actually only end up with a 47 DPS. Stone Golem, Poison, then our Magic Staff. Which is not crazy by any means. We did end up with a 40% crit chance, which is not too bad. As for heals, yeah, no healing whatsoever, really. But as for block, we do end up with about 400 block, which is not too bad for this point of the game. So I do believe we can actually make this a lot crazier. So we'll actually continue on for right now. And we got our Serpent Staff. Now we could actually craft up a Corrupted Armor, which would be a lot more block as well. But I think I'm going to take our Stamina Sack. I'm going to take a Prismatic Orb. Right now I'm going to have a Prismatic Orb target just these 2 mana pots because we're going to have just enough mana for Serpent Staff to hit once. Then it's going to trigger both our mana pots here. We're just going to take our Undead Phenomenal. And I am going to venture on. I would love to grab more Stone Skip Pods to get even more Potion Explosion block. And I'm going to be looking for a Death Scythe. That's a lot of poison actually. And holy moly, this is looking insane in comparison to what it was before. Let's grab you. Come to Darkness. Honestly, not the best here. Take our Potion Belts. Let's roll once. We do get another bag of stones on sale. I'm going to have to grab. We could grab ourselves another Leather Armor, which we probably should. And a Holy Armor on sale for 7, I will have to take actually. I'll be back in a second while I sort our inventory out once again here. Now I'm definitely going to grab this Holy Armor. But for right now, our Amethyst Steel is going to be sitting in here. It's going to be targeting pretty much our armors here. And we should be able to target our potions as well. So we should be in a pretty good spot here. We're going to move on. We're going to grab our Holy Armor. And we'll see how we get on with this. Now we are going to begin a Deerwood Guardian with a Thornbloom. With a Stone Helmet. Now, our full body protection here is going to make our Stone Golem deal very, very little damage. To be honest, because it is going to be effect damage. And some range damage. But holy moly, that's a lot of poison. A lot of empower. And hell yeah. Definitely not too bad. Mana generation, we do need to increase quite a bit too though. That's for sure. Because we do run out of mana, which is not so great. Now, let's take our Holy Armor. Let's take another Corrupted Crystal. Let's roll once here. And we could almost go for double Stone Golems. But I will sell this because we definitely need the storage. The problem is I'm going to lose a little bit of damage on our Stone Golem to actually have in another set of armor to get even more empower stacked up. I'm thinking about selling 1 stone to keep rolling. We could take another freaking Prismatic Orb for even more mana from the get-go. I don't think I want a full-priced Prismatic Orb. If it was on sale, I would gladly take it. But with triple Corrupted Crystals, we should be able to get a crap ton more block here. Gonna send one more block, making us even more tanky, stacking up a crap ton of poison, and just have a bunch of crits on our Serpent Staff. And you know what? Not too bad here. 100 damage Stone Golem, with just 2 bags of stones as well. We got our Corrupted Armor, which is going to be amazing. Let's grab our Mana Orb. I don't really want another Health Bot here. I will grab more storage, and I'm going to roll here. Now, another Heart Container. I'm not sure if we even want that here either. We do get an Eye Lamp as well, for some scaling damage on our Serpent Staff and accuracy. I do kind of want to take, but at the same time, I do want to craft up a Moon Shield here. Moon Shield would be instant mana from the get-go. But I think I'm still going to take it. Still going to roll though. That is that Moon Shield if we still want it. We're going to have to craft it up in the next round as well. But we're going to sell our Stone Badge here. We don't necessarily want that anymore. It's been super valuable. Armed to Darkness is actually kind of nice with a Stone Golem, not going to lie. So I did change the whole setup around, so we should have our Stone Golem get a lot of damage. We should be able to give a 40% chance to stop our opponent from getting rid of our poison, which is going to be really, really nice here. I do want to sell you to grab ourselves another potion belt, and I'm going to jumble up our inventory just a little bit more so we can actually have our setup like so. The problem is I don't have our gloves on our Serpent Staff as much anymore, which is not what I want. But we do have our little topaz inside our Serpent Staff right now. But I think it's going to be much, much better with this for now. We should be able to get enough mana for our Serpent Staff to actually trigger our mana pots here. And yeah, we're going to go on with this. We could grab ourselves another Garlic, which I don't actually want. We do have our Mana Orb in a terrible position. So again, mana issues gonna be a little bit more troublesome after we use our potions. But we should have enough poison here to beat down our opponents before that becomes an issue here. And hell yeah. We definitely will be stacking up a lot more poison if we did have more mana generation, which we're about to get. The only problem is, how are we going to fit that in once again? We could craft up a Demonic Flask here, which honestly I don't necessarily want. And a Death Scythe is exactly what I'm looking for. Hell yeah. Is there any way we can take it right now? Potentially. I'm going to sell our gloves here. Smelly Wall is nice. Winter Garlics. We sell some stones actually, since we're not going to be able to craft it up. Let's grab our Death Scythe. And let's go ahead and rejumble our whole inventory to try figure out how the frick we're going to fit this in. So we do have a small bit of problem. We're going to have to take out our Garlics. Garlics is not going to be too valuable as much anymore. Eye Lamp we can't place on our Serpent Staff in the position we do have it. Stone Golem we're going to lose out on a little bit of damage, but our Amethyst Steel should be able to get the highest value it possibly can. Give us a crap ton of power. So we should be in a fantastic spot. Curse Dagger is only going to be on our Stone Golem along with Serpent Staff, not on our Death Scythe. Death Scythe is going to get crit chance anyway. It's not going to be 100% crit chance, but it's going to get crit chance all the same. We're going to craft up our Moon Shields. Unfortunately, we're going to have to move on with this, and we'll see how we get on. We are going to begin a Chili Cheese Excalibur, which is going to be cleansing a crap ton of poison, but we do start off with a nice amount of poison, and we should be able to scale up our poison from here. Again though, they're going to be cleansing all that poison, but can we take them out before that becomes an issue? Maybe. 142 poison is still going up, they're cleansing quite a bit of it, and they're actually dealing some insane damage to us. And unfortunately, yeah, a good old Chili Excalibur is kind of nuts. I'm going to grab a storage. We're actually going to place this in here for right now. I do want our Topaz out so we have a bit more stamina. Do we want the Toad here? Toad is going to stack up our luck as well as our mana. I don't think I'm going to. Now the actual Prismatic Orb is not doing a whole lot for us here, unfortunately. We did want to get 4 mana from the very beginning, but with our Moon Shield, that's not going to matter anymore. So I'm not sure if we do actually want it. A second Moon Shield would have been awesome here too. But let's take an extra Mana Orb. I think we sell this, we grab ourselves this Stamina Sack. We'll have to grab more bags of stones, but unfortunately not going to be able to take it. And another freaking Stone Skill Pot would be smashing here. I'm still going to roll though. Another Prismatic Orb on sale. Let's roll once more. Another freaking Mana Orb. If Vampiric Armor would have been nice too. That would be consistent mana gains for us too. That would also be awesome. Going to sell this for now to take an extra Mana Orb. We should have way more consistent mana gains. Now the problem is our Amethyst of Alchemy really wants to sit down below on our mana pots here. But unfortunately, it's not going to be able to. Since we do want to trigger our Stone Skill Pots to actually stack up a lot more poison with our Smelly Wall, get even more power, I think it's going to have to be this way for now as well. Now let's sell our final 2 stones, 2 roll, and we could go for another Dead Scythe and go crazy. Problem is we barely have enough stamina for our setup as it is. So I think this is going to be our final setup. We're going to sell our Garlic, we're going to rock on with this. He's just going to be good enough. We could actually place that Garlic in here, that would have been smart actually. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with this. Can our Serpent Staff, Dead Scythe, type build be able to win this out for us. And we are going to begin a Mrs. Struggles type build. They're going to be removing all our buffs, which is not so great, but we do have 120 poison basically from the get-go. That's insane damage, and holy moly, the fight is already over. Within 3 seconds, we had 203 DPS, which is straight up nuts. Serpent Staff, Poison, Curse Dagger, Stone Golem. We had so much in power, 200 DPS within 3 seconds. As for heals, about 20 healing per second because the fight only lasted 3 seconds. And that's our block. Almost 1000 block in 3 seconds. So hell yeah, a super tanky Stone Golem Deathscythe type build. But anyways, we did survive 4 days left. Let's go see just how much rank points we managed to get. Plus 12 ranked us up quite a bit actually, almost back up to Masters. But anyways, I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we are going to begin a Knife to Meet You Hammer Dagger type build. Are we going to be able to survive this? We do start off with 83 poison, 140 poison. And can they actually break through armor here? If they had Spectral Daggers, they could straight up attack through our armor. And you know what? We actually used up so much mana here. We did get a mana buff bomb and not have enough mana. Now, can we deal with a Stone Golem card Goobert type setup? Potentially, we do almost get our mana buff bomb. They're going to be stealing our buffs, but that's 132 poison. And it's not looking too bad here. And you know what? Not too bad. Now, can we deal with double Ruby Chunks lifestealing Bloodthorn here? If they get a crap ton of heats, those Ruby Chunks are going to be stunning us. But yeah, they don't even get the chance to actually get that. Now, can we deal with the Spectral Dagger Hammer Dagger build? This is exactly what I was going to be worried about. They're going to be attacking through our armor. And hell yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. We're super tanky in defenses, but not too Spectral Dagger enchanted type build.